The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
It is a momentous day here at the Tyesse Report. It is 5,000 day. Everybody put that in the chat. Well, now it's 5,000 plus day. I am so elated that I get to spend this Monday afternoon with the Ty Squad. It has been a phenomenal ride. I love you guys. We were not expecting to grow this fast, but we will take it and we will run with it. Okay, so welcome to our celebration. And I just wanted to have on today's show, I didn't want to do a lot of extravagance and all that. I just wanted to keep it simple because that's what our show is about. We don't do a lot of bells and whistles, and we don't do a lot of, all that extra. And that's what really makes our show such a hit because it's so organic, real, and raw. So I just wanted to welcome everybody and thank y'all for tuning in. But I did have one, maybe two guests that I wanted to bring on that were scheduled for our 3,000 and 3,500 celebrations, and they couldn't make it. So first of all, let me tell y'all how to give. Kwame put that graphic up. If you want to give, for those that'll watch now and those that'll watch later, we have a graphic here. Keep the fire burning. Do we have that? There it is. Okay, some of y'all, you want to get $20 or more, $50 or more, 100, and some big spenders, $100 or more, But if you get $50 or more, know that that is 5,000 without the decimal point. So $20 or more, $50 or more, and for our heavy hitters, $100 or more. And you can send all of the love offerings to wherever we put right here. There it is right there in the chat. Okay, so 20, 50, or 100, whatever you're comfortable giving. And if you just want to share today and just sharing the love, that's all right too. Amen. Okay. We have the most generous subscribers that a girl could ever want, need, or hope for. Okay. And we're going to keep the fire burning. We hope y'all keep the fire burning. Now listen, they call us the Mighty Mighty Ty Squad. That's what Sean Kinsey gave us, that name. So y'all make sure y'all donate, help us to get this new computer. Okay. All right. Here we go. I want to bring my brother on. Like I said, he was not able to make the last celebration, and I wanted to bring him on and have him on today. He's very special to me. He just started following me a few months ago, maybe a year ago, and came in and was just very supportive of me. And I was like, who is this guy? And then I got to know him and got to, understand a lot of what, it entails to be him. And it's just been a great, great virtual friendship and brotherhood. And at this point of the show, I would like to bring on my brother Starling. Starling, come on. There he is. Hey, Starling.
Hey,
it is such a pleasure to have you on today. And I'm just going to allow you to say what I invited you on to talk about back in our 3,500 celebration. But you can also just talk about whatever you want to talk about in general, about your experience with the Tyesse Report.
Wow. First of all, congratulations, East. Congratulations. The platform is growing. I'm not shocked or surprised. We've had many conversations about that. Hello to the Thai squad. Um, wow. And see, I told you, I'm already. It's trying to come.
Don't you give me? I ain't got my eye drops up here. Go ahead, go ahead. Take your time.
Let me just say, first of all, thank you, East, for accepting what I call it the call. Thank you for accepting the call and starting your own platform and just being yourself and sharing your story. You have no idea of the range of people that you're reaching, and I mean from age demographic to gender demographic to socioeconomic graph, any all across the board, the spectrum. You're reaching people and you're making a difference. And for me personally, I just want to say thank you. I'm in the most difficult situation of my life personally, and without some of the conversations that I've had with you, the love and support, I'm telling you, I would not be sitting here talking to you right now. I've literally contemplated like just jumping off the 19th floor of my high-rise building. I've literally thought about doing that. And I can hear your words of wisdom and words of encouragement in my ear. And it was enough for me to second guess that. And just that split second, reality set back in. So anytime I've needed you, whether it's just to shoot a text back and forth, or whether it's, hey brother, it could be 3-4 o'clock in the morning. I'm a night owl, people, and East will respond and call me. I mean, thank you, man. Thank you.
I didn't know. I know you were in a lot of pain, but brother, I didn't know it was that deep. Now now you about to make me. Listen. I try to do what I wish somebody did for me when I was at that in some of those moments, because I was in some dark moments like that as well, and you just need just a little glimmer of something. If somebody could just speak something into you, it'll bring you back from the edge. And I've always remembered that I always needed somebody, and there were just not a lot of people there. But I thank you for saying that, Starlight, because you're going to help a lot of men today. Because a lot of men just don't talk candid like that. They don't. They want to wear the cloak of strongness, as a badge of honor. And our Black women do it as well. But men, they hold it all in. And, so many people won't even admit that they've had suicidal thoughts. So many men, but I thank you, brother, for being vulnerable and trusted me enough to even talk about this today with the Thai Squad during our celebration, because that's what my platform, I really wanted to be at its core, is about reaching people. And I use comedy. I use comedy, all of that stuff. It's really, really a bait, actually. And then, and in the vein of it all, my goal is to help people and to get people from here to there, as Kurt Carr said.
And East, let me just say this. You have literally built an organic community here. I want to thank the Thai Squad. I've become close with several Thai Squad members. Of course, I would have never met them if I had been a part of your platform. So shout out to my fraternity brothers, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, yo baby yo. Our friend and sister, Jamaica Jatoy's favorite, Jonathan Davis. Shout out to Jonathan Davis. Shout out to a brand new step, my brother Michaud, super cool guy, super supporter. And let me just say this, East. I just want the same gender loving community, LGBTQI community, to know that there are allies out there with you. There are those of us, particularly straight guys, straight men and women, who love you for who you are, who support you, and who are champions for you, and who will go to war with you, will protect you, will fight for you, who believe in you. So just know that you're not alone. There are a lot of other people just like me. So just know that you are loved and supported.
Well, I thank you, brother. And let me give you some dap, because when I went through my horrific ordeal, we don't have to say what that ordeal is. We don't have to go there. We got to open them old wounds. But when I went through that ordeal, and I was in a dark place, I was in a dark place
Right.
because I told you I was in a dark place. Um, I can dish it out with the best of them. Starting like you, I can read beyond measure.
Right.
But it's something about when you're hurt by people that you loved or admired or close to, that really does something to you. And I was telling you, like, start like I listen, I can't believe this. I really can't believe this is happening. And you at that time, spoke a word and you helped me. And you predicted everything that was gonna happen, how
Right.
it was gonna happen. And I was floored. And I thank you, because at that time I needed somebody. So I'm glad that you were there for me as I was there for you when you needed me. So we just been there for each other.
And that's just amazing how life comes full circle. Because at that
Yeah.
time, I never would have imagined the we would switch places like that. So
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Because at that time, everything in your life was not the way it is now.
Right.
And we really switched places. That's a good analogy, brother.
Right.
But the good thing, well, let me walk just a little heavy before I let you go.
Go ahead.
The good thing about it is that we're gonna switch places again. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, Jasmine Caddy. Okay. Okay, we're gonna switch places again, because I'm telling you, brother, you're gonna be in a place of ultimate healing. I know it's still residue there right now, but trust me, we're gonna be in the same place again, and you're gonna be in the ultimate place of healing. So just know that it's coming, brother. It sometimes it don't feel like it, but it is coming.
I receive it.
Okay.
Brother. I receive it. I receive it. Congratulations,
All
man.
right.
I love you. Love you, Ty
I
Squad.
love you more. Bye.
Bye.
Jasmine Mechanic.
Hey.
I schedule people. I said I got to have the people that were not on the previous shows, and you and Starlight were. I said I got to have Starlight and Jasmine on today because of scheduling, and y'all are the busiest people in America. I wanted to make sure that you were here today, sister, and I just want to say thank you, because you supported me when I was on YouTube. I'm not going to start crying. You supported me when I was on YouTube with 20 people, 15 people on a good night. And you bought me my first ring light. Yeah, you did. You bought me my first ring light, and you said, I want to make sure that I get it to you, and you got it to me. And I never forgot that love. We were friends and before all of that, but I just want to let you know, sister, I appreciate you, and I thank you for sewing into me in the early days. I really do.
Well, I appreciate you too. And I definitely knew that you were going to be a hit. So I'm not surprised that people have tuned in and are now part of the Thai squad. I actually, whenever I have a chance, I really enjoy listening to you, except for that after dark one. Sometimes I get a little lost with the after dark. That's a little out of my element.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but you know what? You know what, sister? And people have been telling me, Tyesse, you got to add a little more femininity, a little more lesbian energy, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, Jasmine. I got to add a little more, just a little more.
I'll help you do it. I'm happy to help you do it. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have to do a whole episode, me and you, about online dating
Okay.
for our community at our age. And I recently went on an app, and most of the pictures look like mugshots. And I was like, are you trying to get a date or find someone to get you out of jail? I was so like, no. So we can have a whole conversation about that, because I'm actually intrigued by all of this online dating business. But I'm very proud of you. I really appreciate the topics that you take up. I'm happy that you talk about the stuff that, like you said, you use humor which, you know, we've always used comedy, right, as a way, as a mechanism for talking about very serious things. And, you know, from the pandemic to monkeypox to just all of these various issues going on in our community, you've made sure people knew where they could go to get tested, where they could go to get vaccinated, where they could go to get resources. And you know, that's good. I really appreciate that because one thing I've learned in this business, and this business for me being, you know, politics, grassroots activism and stuff, is that you have to meet people where they're at if you want to engage with them to get them the information that you want them to have. Everybody's not going to turn on ABC or NBC and watch the news, but they will click in and listen to what Tyesse got going on. And so I appreciate that you let folks know what's going on. I especially appreciate all of the support that you always give me, particularly around, well, let's see now. There's Ed Buck, there's Jace Dawson, and David Cunningham, and all of these other folks,
Yes.
you know, that needed to be called out in our community. I appreciate the support that you gave our sisters around he's so insignificant to me. I can't even remember his name, but you know what I'm talking about. West Hollywood club promoter dude that has
Yes,
a
I
problem
know
with
you're talking. Yeah,
women.
him.
Yes, him.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate the support you give to the trans community. Like I just love everything you do, and I'm happy to see that you are taking off. And before you know it, you're gonna have a million people watching you. Somebody's gonna pick you up, and just don't forget all the little people when you
Never.
when you get up there. So yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'm happy that you reached out to me to ask me to come on. I was like, yeah, I put it on my calendar, so I knew I was like, so I knew when the time came, I was not going to forget. Because if I'd have just been left to remember, I might have. But it was important to me to make sure that I joined you today. So thank
And a
you
woman
so
and a
much.
woman is busy and a woman as busy as you are, that means a lot. And I want to just personally thank you also for all that you do over in Jamaica for our community.
Mm,
It is really, really, really appreciated. And one of my brothers in Christ, thank
yeah.
you for that. I
You
appreciate it.
know, Nevin is going to be here next Tuesday. He's supposed to be speaking for In the Meantime to talk about the work that we're doing over there.
Okay.
So he'll actually be here in town. And I'm not sure if he's going to come early. He might just because the Unity is on Sunday, right? And then,
Uh-huh.
but you know, Nevin lives in Florida and that hurricane came right through his area. And so
Okay.
he didn't have electricity for a while. I've been having to check on my brother friend out there because, you know, I had to check on all my Florida friends who were kind of caught in the path of Ian. But yeah, the work in Jamaica has really been my passion. People are always saying, why do you care so much about what's going on in Jamaica? And I'm like, well, why not? And then two, it's because many people don't realize that Americans and our tourism there, we represent over 40% of the money that that country brings in. So I always feel it's hypocritical for us to be, you know, to want to ban travel to states within the union and ban travel to places like, you know, Iran and Russia and call out the human rights atrocities going over there. But when it comes to us wanting to hang out on the beach and drink Mai Tais and pina coladas, we can turn the other cheek and ignore what's happening on the island to queer folks because we want to have a place to vacation in peace without having a guilty conscience. And I'm like, fuck that. No. And Nevin, being a friend of mine for over 20 years, he had always been telling me about this. And I just was like, you know, let me just get up and go over there and see what's going on. And I keep going back because that work is very fulfilling and very important to me. And I got enough, there's enough of me to do work here and enough of me to do work over there too. And I think that's how we all need to be. We need to have a global perspective, especially when it comes to our human rights, because they are Black and queer, nobody cares. Now,
Mm-hmm.
if they were in Iran or they were in Russia or they were somewhere else, people would be saying something. But if you notice, no one ever has anything to say about what happens to folks in Africa and the Caribbean, except for when they want to use it for clickbait on their website for news. And I think that needs to change. I think, like I said, we all need to have a sort of a more global perspective. And I tell people all the time,
Mhm.
you may not be able to get up and go to Jamaica to do that work, but that doesn't mean you can't support it. You support it by donating. You support it by supporting the folks who are doing the work there on the ground. And I appreciate you for always shouting out, the work that Nevin is doing. I take his lead, and it's like I said, it's just very fulfilling work, and you are saving lives there. I mean, I was there like 2 weeks ago, and I went there because within 2 weeks they had murdered like 5 people
Wow.
in 2 weeks, and like publicly murdered like
Hmm.
people, because they believe in hanging you, they believe in dragging you through the streets and setting you on fire. Like, it's really, really, really bad there. And a lot of the Thai squad, I had a lot of members from the Thai squad reach out to me. I think you had either talked about it or shared one of the pieces that I wrote.
Yes.
And people were like, "Wow, why is she going there?" And then when I would talk to them and explain to them, like, look, this is a country that was colonized by white folks that have been influenced by white religion, both here in America and in the UK. Like, when I broke it all down, it did help with the conversation with a lot of folks to understand, like, okay, there's a different perspective to this other than I'm just not going to go there. Because we could all have that attitude, well, I'm just not going to go there and give them my money. That doesn't do anything to help the queer folks that are in Jamaica.
Amen. Amen. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, sister. We definitely got to do something on Dahmer. I just want to just
Oh my
me
God.
and you
Oh,
live on Dahmer. I just want to just do like an hour tag team fest on me and you on Dahmer.
these white people
Soon.
are driving me crazy about what I wrote about Dahmer. They are so mad
They'll
and
get over it.
angry at me. They will. They will have to get over it.
Well, we're
They're gonna be
almost out of
mad about
time,
Ed Buck too. They're gonna be mad when that story come out.
baby. I told you, make sure that I am somewhere on that damn production. I'll please let me know because I'm gonna be there with my good wig that day.
Yes,
Okay. I love you, sis, and we'll
I
talk
love you
soon.
too.
And thank you for
Love you
chiming
too.
in. I appreciate all the love, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Talk to you
Bye. Thank
later.
you for making time for me. Okay. Oh my God.
Hey,
No,
boo,
no,
how
no,
you doing?
no, 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 no. No, can't do this.
Hey, make sure I'm queued up on here. Okay.
Oh, Latoya, you just don't know. You don't know what you mean to me.
Hi, boo.
And I hit you up for the 3,500 celebration, and you had checked your mailbox 2 days after I sent it to you,
Yeah.
and you was like, "Well, I will be there for the 5,000." And I said, "Okay, okay." Because I had an episode where I had people on that just meant a lot to me, and that I really, really and loved and enjoyed, and I wanted you there for that episode, but you were meant to be on this episode, okay? So that's all that matters.
I'm here.
Latoya Williams, vocalist extraordinaire. She has worked with the likes of Snoop Dogg, Anthony Hamilton. She's worked with Gladys Knight and so many others. And I got to know her years ago, like 98, 99. The Ballad of Jimmy Bones. When I heard that song, I had to find out who sung it. And I saw it at the movies, heard you singing, and caught the bus to Tower Records to find out who that was singing. And I discovered you that day over 20 years ago.
Listen, ain't that something?
Yes.
Ain't that
So
something?
I just want to have you on, and whatever you want to say, Latoya, just let the Lord use you. Whatever you want to say.
Hello, everybody out there in Tyesse land. And I'm happy to be here. I'm glad
And
that
I just want to say this. You have a new song. You have a new song on Snoop's new project.
Yes.
It's called Mulholland Drive.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, I play that song all day almost. I play it all the time. Mulholland Drive on Snoop Dogg's new project is everything.
Yeah.
You are in rare form on Mulholland Drive.
Listen, I'm trying to show people I can do it all, I can
Yes.
all.
Yes. Okay, well tell me this, Latoya. Do you have a new project coming up?
Well, I do. I have a new single out called Love Again, produced
Oh,
by John 2 Miles. And we're working on a project. And yeah, it should be out, I'm thinking next year, late next year. We're
okay,
just
cool.
doing some new stuff, some current stuff. I'm rapping a little bit and talk rapping stuff. You know, I switch
All
it up,
right.
but I'm
Well,
still gonna be sober.
Latoya, that as I say, that East Side is gonna always be in the core. 89th and Mary, Firestone, Manchester. It's gonna be all.
Listen, can't take that away from me, boo. It's the East Side Soul. It's the West Coast Soul, baby. Okay, and I got that on lock.
I need all Hot Squad members to go to Spotify, iTunes, wherever you download music, and check out Latoya Williams with the I. Because a lot of y'all forget the I. It's Latoya with an I. Okay, and check out Latoya Williams. And I recommend, let me say 3 things I recommend. Number 1, I recommend Falling Star, y'all. Okay, I recommend Falling Star. Number 2, I recommend Every Time from the Watch soundtrack.
Yes.
And of course, my absolute favorite, The Ballad of Jimmy Bones from the Bones soundtrack. Now, Latoya, I don't like putting singers on the spot, but can you give me just a little Jimmy? You know that Jimmy you do?
So when I call your name out, Jimmy. Ooh, that's all I got for you right now.
Okay, I hate when people put singers on the spot, but I just did it. Okay. But see, you're a real singer, so you can do it. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, somebody said in the whole cupcaking EP.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to sing a little piece. Let me try to sing a little piece. Wait. This love is so sweet. Oh, okay, that's it. This love is so sweet. All right, Latoya, thank you for popping in, sis. We're gonna go and check out your music. I'm gonna keep bumping your music.
Tell them go get Blue Rose. Blue Rose is out there. Cupcaking is out there for sure, and all the other stuff I did.
Blue Rose, Cupcaking, every soundtrack that ever went gold or platinum, Latoya is on it. Okay, so I love you, sis. Thank you for popping in.
Thank you for having me.
All that made my day. Oh, that made my day. Whoo, that made my. I'm good for the rest of the month, y'all. I'm good for October. Latoya. Man, and she was having some technical difficulties, so I'm glad she was able. I'm just good. Okay, what am I supposed to be doing now, Kwame? Oh, I'm supposed to be doing the before I go. Give me the before I go, because honey, I'm just raw right now. Starlick and. Whew. I'm raw right now, honey. Between Starlick and Jasmine Canick and Latoya Williams' mother, I'm just raw. Okay, y'all, let me read this thing so I can get out of here so I can go lay the rest of my nerves. Acceptance doesn't mean you agree with, condone, appreciate, or even like what has happened. Acceptance means that you know, regardless of what happened, that there is something bigger than you at work. It also means you know that you are okay and that you will be okay and continue to be okay. Iyanla Vanzant. Can I read it one more time for the people in the back? Acceptance doesn't mean you agree with, condone, appreciate, or even like what happened. Acceptance means that you know, regardless of what happened, there's going to be something bigger. There is something bigger than you at work. It also means you know that you are okay and that you will continue to be okay. That's the whole word, and that's what Starlick told me in so many words back when I needed him. Okay? It's going to be okay. Don't worry about it. And now I'm learning the healing process is that you really got to learn how to let it go. And one of the main things about letting go is stop talking about it. Stop giving it, because every time you talk about it, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Every time I thought somebody else was coming off. Every time you talk about it, you give it energy. So acceptance is also letting it go and giving it to the wind. Okay. So I want to tell y'all thank you. And I hope that today's show was a delight. And we're going to be back at 10,000. We'll be back in January for our anniversary. And I just hope that I'm giving you everything that you need. I hope that I'm a pleasure, a joy to watch. I hope that I'm informative and all of that good stuff. One more time, Kwame, give the information on where they can give and how much to give. And we out of here. One more time for the road. Okay, so $20 or more, $50 or more. And for all of y'all, Titans and moguls, $100 or more, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, and PayPal. You can give now, you can give later, you can give anytime, okay? Just make sure you support. I want y'all to have a phenomenal Monday. Yeah, we'll be back here tonight, for evening service. We will be back here tonight. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Monday. All I can say is thank you, Pyro Media. Thank you, Kwame Corbett. Thank you, Ty Squad. The best is yet to come. I'll see you tonight. Remember, stay in peace, not in pieces. Thank you, Starlick, Latoya, and Jasmine Canick. Bye, y'all.